Hello everyone and welcome back. So as I said in a community post, I had another video in the works. That is until I spent 3 days playing Team Fortress 2 with my kid and giving Diablo 4 a try during the open beta weekend instead of working on that video. I really wanted to talk about D4, so here we go. Let's get on with it, shall we? Today we're going to be talking Diablo 4. This game has been in the works for a long time, and now that the open beta weekend has come and gone, I really wanted to share my experience. Much like Kerbal Space Program 2, there are a lot of upset fans. Again, I can understand, but it's not my place to comment on that. I'm here to share my opinion on what I think of the game. For those of you who aren't familiar with the game, Diablo 4 is a continuation of the wildly popular series of the same name and picks up where 3 left off. If you've watched my other videos, you already might know that this is one of my all-time favorite series.
Now, I don't know about you, but Diablo 2 holds a special place in my heart. The entire Diablo series does, really.
And with Diablo probably being my favorite game series, I have fond memories of playing Diablo into the wee hours of the night, and I'm very excited that there is a continuation. Diablo 4 is set to release June 6th of this year. With both beta weekends now over, we were given a very small taste, and I mean a very small taste of what's to come. I paid a hefty $150 Canadian to get an early crack at the game. There was definitely some sticker shock with this one as well. I'll admit I'm a sucker for Diablo. I bought the collector's edition for Diablo 3 and I did the same for Diablo 4. $150 is a lot for a digital edition and I'm hoping I won't get burnt on this one. But if the open beta is any indication, I don't think that's going to be an issue for me. As I mentioned, the open beta only gave us a very small slice of the total Diablo 4 pizza and didn't include any jalapeno ranch dip. But hot damn, I really enjoyed that slice. The core of the Diablo experience remains unchanged. Click on things, make them dead, pick up loot, repeat. However, things have been modernized a bit more. The minions look a hell of a lot more demonic, and I found the boss battles I encountered were more challenging. No longer did I feel like a damaged sponge standing in one spot beating the hell out of whatever boss I was fighting. I had to pick when to attack and when to avoid attacks using the new dodge dash mechanic, which I found pretty cool. Diablo 4 has seemingly taken a few more steps away from the square maze-like maps of old and made them slightly more linear with dead ends and extra bits to explore. At first I found it strange, but I quickly grew to enjoy it. Speaking of the map, this thing is huge. Here's a look at the full map, and circled in red is the beta area. I can't wait to see what else is in store for me in the rest of the map. As I said before, Diablo 4 still has that classic core Diablo feel, but combat feels smoother, more responsive, and improved from the last iteration. I'm having trouble finding the right words to properly explain it, but all I can really come up with is that combat felt more engrossing for me. There wasn't much that I found that I didn't like. Well, to be honest, I didn't find a single thing I disliked about Diablo 4 gameplay, but I'm sure that has a lot to do with the very small portion of the game during the betas that we had access to. I didn't experience any bugs that I'm aware of. Now, please bear in mind that I didn't have the time to go hardcore. I only made it to like level 12, so I wasn't able to experience the whole beta. In fairness though, I just wanted to dip my toe in really. When the game is released, then I'll let it consume my life as 1, 2, and 3 did. Once it releases fully, I'll be making more videos on it, I'm sure. I of course found the queuing situation a pain in the ass. After trying to log in for an hour and the game failing to initialize or outright crash, I just wound up playing some TF2 with the kid and came back to what I thought would be off-peak hours, and bam! 5-minute queue, I was in, no crashes, no issues. Graphically, D4 is eye-catching to say the least. I can't remember a time in the Diablo series where I would just stop and admire the insane level of detail in the monsters. A shout out to everyone at the Blizzard team, they've done an amazing job here. Before we go on and talk about the graphics a little more, here are my computer specs. AMD Ryzen 7 3700X, 16GB of RAM, Asus ROG Strix B550F motherboard, Asus G4 RTX 2070 Super, and I played on a 4K Samsung curved monitor. And hot damn, I found the game to be absolutely gorgeous. The default graphics settings were set to high and the game ran pretty smooth while I was recording footage. I did end up bumping it down to medium and didn't notice a huge difference in graphical quality, but performance improved quite a bit. I didn't spend much time not recording footage, but when I did, it ran pretty smooth on high settings with minimal hiccups, even while spamming Ice Orb like a madman admiring all the pretty colors. The sound design is stellar and really sets the game's mood, a continuation of the series' trademark sound design. It has that traditional Diablo feel with a modern presentation. One thing I did notice about the dialogue, however, in some conversations the voice wouldn't play. I don't know if that's just due to the beta, a bug, or what, but it was jarring to hear somebody speak dialogue. I'd reply with no voiceover, then the NPC would continue speaking. Otherwise, I didn't have a problem with the sound design, and for me it was up to par and then some. So in conclusion, for me, I really enjoy Diablo 4 and I'm excited for June to come. Diablo has come a really long way, and this installment in the series has brought a modernized Diablo experience. It has classic Diablo vibes with a Divinity Original Sin 2 feel, and for me that's just fine because Divinity Original Sin 2 is an outstanding game. I have my fingers and toes crossed that Blizzard will have learned from Diablo 3 and to be more prepared this time around. I think once the game is released, it will appeal to more than just Diablo fans and bring in new fans to the series. Well, that's it. As always, thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, you're a champ and I love you very much. I hope to see you back for the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with my little corner of YouTube. So until the next one, enjoy life in Sanctuary and take it easy, eh?
One not far from here. If you wish to help us push back the darkness,